All right, we're just popping in to one of our investment properties to check on it. It's just getting started. They're supposed to be doing the landscaping clearing, I'll call it, cleaning it up, getting rid of all the debris, cutting trees down, limbs down, just cleaning it all up so it looks better before we actually get started with the exterior and with some interior work. So popping up here, some of the things that are important. I think the importance of this video for me, for you, is to talk about how important it is to come by and check on your properties.
What did we find when we got here?
So one of the things that we did find when we got here was that the gate was left open. So we would not normally want the gate left open. So we'll want to have a conversation with our vendor to let them know that. That's probably our fault, right? So the importance of, communicating with all of your team members, right? So your subcontractors and so forth, is that you want to let them know what your expectations are. Make sure you leave things closed. We didn't have that conversation with them. So in reality, that's kind of our fault. So we're going to, clean that up a little bit, let them know, and then hopefully next time that won't be left that way.
So what did we ask them to do, and let's walk around?
So we actually wanted them to cut down a couple of trees. So one of the trees was up here, and the tree was by this front window, really close to the house. And obviously we don't want that close to the house for many reasons. From a maintenance reason, it didn't look good. So they've done some of that work and got that started. This sago palm was completely overgrown. And so we wanted them to trim this down. This looks amazing. We'll put some mulch around this, make this look good. We're going to trim up these bushes, and they're just cleaning up all the debris. So anything that had fallen into the yard, any junk laying around, they're cleaning that up. You can see they've got their dumpster here. There was another tree over here. There was a bunch of debris here. So all around the house, they're going to clean up everything, clean things off of the house. And then on this fence, they're going to clean up all the things that are growing along the fence line. Any of that debris, you can see all this trash and debris. They're going to clean that up and get rid of that for us. They're going to clean the leaves up, get rid of all the leaves that are in the yard. Again, along the house here, cleaning this up, getting rid of all this, so this will be fresh and nothing really against the house. There was a really dilapidated shed, so we had them clean that out, get rid of that material. You can see over here, there was a, makeshift carport thing with a tarp. So we're having them clean everything out that was underneath that and actually get rid of that. So when they're done, everything will be picked up. Everything will be cleaned up, and they'll do a final mow, and this will look like a clean yard again, which is where we want to be from a starting perspective. Now, we're not going to do a ton of outside landscaping with this property because this is going to be a rental property. But what's really important to get from this is you're getting work done. You're subcontracting out to many people. You got to come by and check on your properties, check the progress. Have a conversation and let them know what your expectations are up front so that they know how to leave things when they leave for the day, how to lock things up, what your expectations are there. And then if they didn't, you're checking in on your properties or having somebody on your team do that so that you can secure things back so that you reduce your risk and you don't have a safety issue.
And every time we come, we check windows and doors.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and they don't hear me.
What Christy was saying, she's with me here, one of my partners. She's saying that we also check the doors and windows and make sure that things were closed and locked up. So in theory, they weren't inside, so nothing should be left open there, but we'll check that anyways. So again, I think the most important thing to talk about here, just to leave you with, is make sure you check on your properties. Don't just assume people are going to do what they say they're going to do. Make sure you're checking in on it. Make sure they're leaving your property how you want it. And make sure that you're having a conversation with them about what your expectations are, and that makes for a really good relationship. And you can all work really well together from that perspective, and you can make sure that your houses are progressing in the right direction from an investment perspective. So I hope this was helpful. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.